Hello, my name is Miriam Hope. I live in Germany, in Munich. We are Patriots, and we would like to say something today about the situation, the lockdown, worldwide. And here I will have a great interview with a wonderful Patriot. His name is Rick Houdershell. Hello, Rick.
Hello, everybody. Glad to be here.
Let's go in front of the American embassy because Rick is American. So, Rick, what do you think about the situation, the lockdown worldwide, especially here in Germany? Do you think it's right that we have a lockdown in Germany?
Well, I mean, anybody that knows how to read, anybody that has intelligence, and anybody who knows how to research and has deductive reason capabilities knows that it's not just. Knows that we're being locked down for other reasons. There are ulterior motives to this. And everybody that has a brain knows this. Really.
We have some people who think it's great that Merkel does the lockdown. Do you think it has something to do that they only watch public television?
Well, I mean, the mainstream media is in America, just like in Germany. It's horrible. It's not about the truth anymore. It's about pushing a political agenda. These are not journalists. These are activists. There's a big difference when you look at this. So they've created a narrative to support the regimes in place, and we're suffering under these narratives. So biggest enemy.
So what do you think about Corona? Do you think it's a real deadly virus? Or what do you think Corona is, and where does it come from, and why is it here?
Hard to say where it comes from. There's a lot of speculation that it comes out of labs, just like HIV. Do I think it's bad? Look at the evidence. I mean, it doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what my opinion is. It's not about opinion. It's about facts, figures, statistics, and numbers. Yeah. And the fact of the matter is, we don't have people suffering. Our intensive care units are empty. Half of my family works in a medical establishment, and they're sitting at home part-time. So that's the reality of the situation.
So what do you think? Why do they do that? Why do they put us all in lockdown? Do you think it has something to do with George Soros or the World Economy Forum, Klaus Schwab? Did you hear from that?
Absolutely. I've been following that pretty close. George Soros is a name that's not unfamiliar to me. I've known him for a lot of years. I know what kind of evil he does on the planet. The World Economic Forum is the exact same thing. I mean, it's obvious what's happening here. We have a political establishment or a political system that's being implemented here in Germany, step by step in Europe, and it's very much based upon or oriented upon the Chinese model with total surveillance, total control, no money in your pocket. Terrible thing.
Did you hear in China they don't have problems anymore? They don't even have a lockdown, and they treat Corona like a flu.
Let's be honest about it, okay? If you have here Wuhan, here you have Beijing, here you have Peking, not a single case was out there, but 5 million were allowed to go out into the planet, in our countries. Let's be honest, let's be honest about this. Anybody with a brain knows exactly. This was orchestrated.
But who's interested in Corona anymore? Right now, the most interesting question is what's going on in America. What about the huge, tremendous fraud against the president of America, Donald Trump? What do you think about that?
I love this. This is a show. I pull out popcorn every evening and I watch this stuff. The thing about it is anybody that knows what the situation really is, they know that the Patriots set up traps, Project Veritas, and so forth. So we've had these people infiltrated for years, and now there's so much information, so much evidence coming in about the fraud that it's almost embarrassing. It's almost we're so overwhelmed with evidence. It's almost embarrassing.
What about the German mainstream media? Do you think they start packing their suitcase? And what about Merkel? What about Guantanamo, Chitmo?
I love Guantanamo. I'm hoping to see some familiar faces down there. Well, I think what you see, and you see that in American media, you see that in German media and in German politics, you see desperation. You see acts of desperation. This is a failing system that has its last couple moments, and it's flailing and fighting and kicking and screaming as it dies. It's going to take a little while before the European Kraken dies, but we're going to take care of it.
So, what do you think about the Germans? Will it be hard for them when they wake up that it was all a huge fraud?
Yeah, well, the Germans, we talk about the awakening process, the Great Awakening. Many patriots will be aware of this concept. The Great Awakening for me was kind of like this Neo coming out of this capsule thing in Matrix. It blew me away. But I was able to take piece by piece, and these people are going to get it all in one hammer. So it's really going to fuck their. It's really going to fuck their.
Just a second.
Yeah, it's really going to